It's your boy Hustle's Home, and I'm back with another one. And today, we gonna talk about this Teofimo Lopez versus Jermaine Ortiz fight tonight. Um, I, the fight was Teofimo got the win. Congratulations, Teofimo Lopez, for getting the win. It's a very controversial win because the fight, the fans see the fight different from what the judges see, which is reasonable. But a lot of times, fans really be getting emotional in these fights. I didn't have a dog in the race, so I kind of watched the fight more objectively, without no kind of like influence or nothing. Because I don't really like Teofimo Lopez, you know what I'm saying? I think Teofimo Lopez is he good in the ring, but at the same time, like I don't know why I don't like Teofimo Lopez to keep it hot. I think he can fight, but I just think I think he's a goofball. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, in the fight, I feel like Teofimo Lopez. And I didn't really score the fight because I was asleep. I fell asleep before the Keyshawn Davis fight. I smoked some sleepy weed and fell asleep. Didn't get up. I got to go back and watch that Keyshawn Davis fight because I fuck with Keyshawn Davis, his 757 brother, VA stand up. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like this Teofimo Lopez, this fight was very similar to the Shakur Stevenson Dos Santos fight. You know what I'm saying? You had one fighter in Teofimo Lopez who's engaged in the whole entire fight, but he don't know how to cut the ring off. Exactly like Dos Santos. These dudes, they get it. This is the reason why they avoid boxers. This is the reason why Devin Haney is one of the most avoided fighters in the world right now, because nobody don't want to fight. Nobody don't want to fight a boxer, and they don't know how to fight boxers. Jermaine Ortiz. The thing, my criticism of Jermaine Ortiz is, had he threw more jabs, had he been on his back foot pumping the jab, this fight would have been, in my opinion, 12-0 damn near. You know what I'm saying? But how the fight worked out, Teofimo Lopez just flat-footed, just walking Ortiz down the whole fight. Ortiz just circling one way. Teofimo Lopez could have easily, I ain't gonna say easily because I'm not a boxer, but Teofimo Lopez could have cut the ring off, and like both fighters was doing such obvious things. I was like, how ain't Teofimo Lopez cutting the ring off? This brother doing the exact same thing every single time. You know what I'm saying? But it was a terrible fight. The card, salute the Top Rank Boxing though, because the card was real good. I like the card. It was a good free card. But of course, Teofimo Lopez is the guy to stink the place up. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I saw rounds 2 through 12. And in my opinion, I thought the fight was closer to a draw. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't score the fight because the fight was just terrible. It was a terrible, boring fight. And to me, it's not even Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez's fault, the reason why it's a boring fight. But at the same time, nigga, you the champ. You should know how to cut the ring off. You know what I'm saying? These guys got to stop stacking their resumes up with flat-footed fight. This is important. This is why it's important as a fighter, especially as a young fighter. You have to fight every look, bro. You cannot – we don't care if you lose, man. Fans don't really care if you lose, man. Look at Canelo. Canelo got the strongest fan base in boxing. He has several losses. He lost to Floyd Mayweather, which was like a big old weight difference. It was a big guy versus a little guy, old guy versus young guy. People still love Canelo, so we got to get out of this like false narrative that the fans don't mess with fighters that's undefeated, because so these fighters won't scared to lose they owe. But this was an egregious example of a boxing match. I personally didn't care who won the fight. I thought it could have went 1 point either way. I agree with the draw because, whenever the judge is watching the fight, I get why the judge scored the fight towards Teofimo Lopez, but the most egregious thing is the 117 to 111. See, this the thing that the boxing does to itself, right? This fight, had all the judges had Teofimo Lopez up by 1 point, this wouldn't be an outrage. But whenever you got a fight where everybody who's watching this fight, everybody who's conscious in boxing can clearly see what's going on in this fight, and the fight is too close to even say. I seen people say they had Jermaine Ortiz up 5-0. Like, I'm like, what are y'all watching? I don't know who. It depends. If Jermaine Ortiz is boxing, and I love boxing, but the jab wasn't there. If the jab was there, then it would have been more like he's boxing. But since he wasn't throwing the landing punches, it looked like he was running the whole time. And I get what the casual fan and the uninformed fan think when they say that this nigga's running. And I get it. I get it. I felt like at times he was running. He didn't want to engage. But, and I'm a firm believer that, you just can't go in the ring and just take the belt from the champ without beating him up. Like, duh. Like, come on. Like, everybody hatred for Teofimo Lopez had him losing this fight, man. I don't like Teofimo Lopez, and I don't think that he necessarily lost a fight. Neither fighter looked significantly good. But like the 10-point must system, if you're going to say defense, I think both of their defense was relatively easy. They landed both around 30, 31, 32%. You want to go ring generalship. You can edge the ring generalship to Santos. You know what I'm saying? You can edge the ring generalship to Santos because I felt like he was fighting on the back foot. He was doing exactly what he wanted to do as far as like the pace and controlling the pace of the fight. And he could, in my opinion, he could have won off of that alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the people, when you watching this type of fight, psychologically, the boxing fans see Jermaine Ortiz boxing, and the fight fans see Jermaine Ortiz running. Like, you gotta understand, like, it's top rank. When you sign the top rank, you cannot look like this and win the fight. Knockout Boxing 78 TV. I'm sorry. Knockout Boxing 86 TV said this to Shakur Face, and I 100% agree with him. If you fight Tank Davis like that, you will not get the decision. And this is the exact example. You can't go into a fight on your bike against a champion. You can't do it unless you pumping the jab. You go into unless you look like how Devin Haney looked against Kambosos the second time. Unless you look like that, where it's undeniable, like how it's undeniable that you won. That's the only way you're gonna win. That's how Devin Haney beat Lomachenko. Undeniable. He undeniably beat Lomachenko, and people just don't understand that. But salute to Teofimo Lopez. I hope this is another example, Teofimo. You got to learn from this lesson, bro. Like, fight the guys the fans want to see you fight, because you should have. I mean, I understand why people agree that you lost this fight. I understand it, brother. I understand it. So in the future, like, fight the best, bro. He called out Terrence Crawford again. Terrence Crawford, don't fight. Terrence Crawford, if you ever see this video, don't fight this man. This man can't beat Terrence Crawford. This man can't beat Terrence. This man can't beat Subriel Matias. Well, I think he'll beat. I know. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because Matias is a bit flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? So Teofimo Lopez can fight flat-footed fighters. He definitely can. When Teofimo Lopez is the most athletic fighter, he look way different from when a person is just as athletic as him. You know what I'm saying? A person if Teofimo Lopez is fighting on an even scale, he don't make the adjustments. These fighters cannot make the adjustments. This is what separates the Devin Haneys, the Tank Davises, the Boots Ennises, the Terrence Crawfords from the rest of them. The Canelo back in the day, not so now, but old Canelo. Like, this what separates them. Their ability to make adjustments. So these young guys can't make adjustments. Ryan Garcia can't make adjustments. Teofimo Lopez, as good as he is, he don't make adjustments. Regis Prograis couldn't make adjustments. None of them dudes, they good. They're good fighters, but they're just not what, like, us old folks back in my day. We know how we ain't used to that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to salute to Teofimo Lopez. I hope you pick I hope you pick a fighter that we all, I hope you fight somebody that we want to see you fight next time, And you need to get in that gym and you need to he need that Rocky training. He need to go back in the back alley and chase a chicken running around the back alley and figure out how to cut the ring off. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no way possible he's going to fight a Terrence Crawford and not know how to cut the ring off. There's no way possible he's going to fight a Tank Davis and not know how to cut the ring off. There's no way possible he's going to fight a Devin Haney and not going to cut the ring off. These guys are going to misuse and abuse you. If you cannot stop their feet, they're going to do whatever they want to. That's the difference. That's the difference between these fighters. Like, if you can't cut the ring off with Devin Haney, he's literally going to do what he want to do in this ring against you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't make adjustments against Tank, if Tank can see that you can't make adjustments, he's going to destroy you, brother. And we're not even going to talk about no damn Terrence Crawford. We're not even going to talk about Terrence Crawford, brother. We're not going to talk about Terrence Crawford. We're not even going to entertain this. Terrence Crawford, don't even entertain Teofimo Lopez. Do not entertain him. Unless you want to tune up before you fight Canelo, you can do whatever you want. You're the greatest fighter in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. But, I hope Teofimo fight whoever I think he should fight Devin Haney next. I'm biased, though, because I'm a Devin Haney fan. But that is what it is. Salute. Don't forget to hate, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Hustler's Home. Don't forget to follow me on X at HAD the Hustler. It's scrolling at the bottom of the tick of the whole entire video. And look, before I go, this is what I employ boxing fans. Learn how to watch boxing. If you're gonna be a boxing fan, learn how to watch boxing. They're not gonna teach you on the commentary. You're not gonna learn. You just learn innately. Like once I read the rules of boxing and what the judges base the criteria on, and after watching thousands of hours of fights, you start to understand what you're watching. But man, it's just learn how to watch it. If I was to pick a winner of this fight, I would have said that I would have gave it to Teofimo Lopez. I'd have gave it to Teofimo Lopez 115 and 113. You know what I mean? That was reasonable. Like I said, Jermaine Ortiz, you boxed well, but you just got to shoot the jab more. You just cannot run, bro. You can't run from the champ and expect to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got to say. Peace.